guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Masedi D and I'll be giving you my makeup tips from A to Z. So this is my first ever video and I wanted to start with something simple. So I thought, why don't we do a series called One-on-One with Masedi? I'm so excited. We'll be covering topics from brows, eyeshadows, everything in makeup here in general. And I'm so excited and I hope this goes well. Make sure to subscribe, follow me on my socials, hit that big notification button so you get notified every time I post, and get ready to be part of #City Squad. The squad is lit, you want to be a part of it. And also make sure that you comment down below anything that really helps my channel grow. So without further ado, so I just tied on my little bandana to keep my hair out of the way and we can go ahead and get started. So today I will be using a 2-in-1 brow pencil, and it's basically a pencil that has two sides to it. So one of the sides is bigger than the other. So one side is a more angular side and it looks like this, and these are retractable, and the other side looks like this. It's really thin, like amazing for tails and cleaning up. So I really like that one. First, we're gonna spoolie our eyebrows, and basically you're just gonna want to brush your eyebrows into the shape that you would want. So if you do like tweezing or waxing, or you do dermaplaning or anything like that, that's fine. I think it also helps because it's going to make it easier for you to fill in your brows. For me, just to brush them up and also just fill them in. Okay, so now that I'm done spooling my eyebrows, I'm gonna go in with the brow pencil. My brow pencil is in a very dark brown color, and with brows you want it to be a brown because black is too harsh for the skin and it's just not it unless you want your brows to be looking very blocky and unnatural. So you need to use a very dark brown and it will still look amazing, and dare I even say even better than if you use the black. Fill in my brows. So when I fill in my brows, I like to fill them in like all the way, but also I leave a little bit of space here because I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, now that we're done filling in the brows, you can just go ahead and spoolie them if you feel like you're not happy with the shape. For me, it's looking a bit too filled in, so I don't want it to really look like that. But you can just spoolie them to just get a more natural shade and color. Okay, and there we go. So far I'm so happy with how they look. So we're gonna go and move on into the thinner side, and this is actually my thinner side because it's very precise and very thin. So this is what you're gonna do. So the first tip I'll give to you, if you're using a brow pen like this or you're using a pomade, which is something you dip into, is to use a very thin brush for this step, just because you are going to make like faint lines. And also you want to make sure that you have a very light hand, because if you do it too hard, it's going to do the opposite of what we want to achieve. So you may want to make sure that you use a very light hand. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to basically just flick my brows up and up and up. So we're kind of like creating like faux brow hairs, but also like defining them. This is such a great idea for a brow pencil. Like, you can buy these brow pencils anywhere. Personally, I bought mine from Signature, so you can just ask anywhere. These brow pens are basically the future. I love them. Then what I'm gonna do next is that I'm just gonna underline, like sort of like make a line that we're sort of in a way cleaning them up. I love the thin side because if you want your brow to be a bit more like, you're not happy with the tail, like it's short, you can just accentuate that. Okay, for the next part, I am going to conceal underneath my brows, and that's what's basically going to make them more cleaner and more defined. And what I use is the LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers, and I'm sure it's everyone's favorite concealer just because of how it looks, how it feels, and the best part is the applicator. It's just so amazing for doing brows. The applicator is like a brush, and it also has a flat top, so it's really good for underlining. Then what I like to do is also just be really careful, because I don't want to like mess up. Like, concealer is that powerful where it can overtake the whole brow and make it look like something else. So I'm just gonna go just a little bit there and just underline underneath my brow. Okay, I've underlined my brow. So what I like to do next is that instead of doing it on top too, that is so 2015 if you do that, I'm like judging you secretly, but like it's okay if you don't, but secretly judging you. But what you want to do is that you want to go on the side of the brow and you just want to clean up the tail, so you just leave it like that, and that's how you get a nice arch. So now our brows are nice and concealed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a flat brush. So this is a very flat and firm brush that you were going to use basically to make sure that the concealer goes in. We're not like blending it out, we just want it to go in so we have an idea of where we want to blend. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a very circular brush, so it's like very fluffy and circular, and this is what we're gonna use to blend it out. If you don't have a brush like this, it's fine, you can just use a normal blending brush or a beauty blender, no stress. What you want to do too is also just take your brush and like blend it out here, because you don't want to look like you have like a little bit of a unibrow, so you just want to just blend that in. Okay, for the final step, we're going to do something which has become quite popular lately and also is such a genius idea. It's called setting your brows, and basically how you do that is that you use any setting powder or translucent powder to basically make sure that your brows stay matte and not shiny and have any flashback in photos. I mean, it's also a little guilty on that part, but thank goodness we have that today. So what you can use is basically, I'm using my Huda Beauty banana powder. Take like a really fluffy brush. So I'm just gonna take this one. It's a really fluffy brush. Or you can even take a beauty blender. I'm probably gonna use that later too. And I just take some, tap it off, and then I just sort of like lay some on the brow. And this basically just mattifies the brow. Like it's almost the same as putting powder under your eyes or after foundation, just to mattify. And this is such a great step in terms of if you're like a very sweaty person like me. You would really need this if you wanted to do your brows. And there, that is the final look. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you liked it, and I'm so excited to be on YouTube. It's been a dream of mine since I was like a little girl, and I'm so grateful and thankful that I'm able to do this. And so far I like the brows. They look so good. They're a little thicker than usual, but I am a person that does have thick brows, so I love it. They look so good. Make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so you get notified every time I post a new video, so you can be part of #Sadie Squad. You know, you want to join the squad, it's lit, okay? And also comment down below anything, really. It helps me grow my channel. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.